Shout out to Afro Man. It's time to make some lemon pound cake. Hello everybody, welcome back to another edition of Cooking with Cap. As voted on by my Discord, I'm going to be making a lemon pound cake. Pretty simple recipe. And yeah, I got the oven set to 350. I got the butter out to soften. Trust me, with 83-degree weather, that did not take too long. So, yeah, let's get started. So in a large bowl, I've put in half a cup or 1 stick of softened butter. And I'm going to add a cup of sugar. And I added 1 tablespoon of lemon zest. It's a little less than 1 tablespoon. I always have a rough time zesting lemons, oranges, etc. So yeah, I did my best, but yeah, it's a little under a tablespoon, but it should still be fine. And now to beat this until fluffy. Okay, I'd say that's looking pretty fluffy. And now to add in 3 eggs, 1 at a time, mixing between each one. Before 1 egg, after 1 egg, before 2 egg, after 2 egg, and before 3 egg, and after 3 egg. And now to add a teaspoon of vanilla. The vanilla has been added, and now to mix it in. And there's the finished product for the wet ingredients. Now onto the dry. So in another large bowl, I'm adding 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt. And now to whisk it up. And now that it has been sufficiently whisked, I'm going to be adding half of it to the wet and mixing that up. Oh boy. And there it is. It's getting nice and thick. But now we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. It just says add, not mix, so. And then finish with remaining dry ingredients, mixing until just combined. You don't want to overmix. And there it is, now that it's been mixed. Alright, and I've sprayed down my 9x5 loaf pan with some, focus, Pam baking spray. Perfect release. Woo! So, yeah, time to add this to the pan and smooth it out on top. And there it is. And now to let it bake in the 350 preheated oven for 55 minutes, or until the toothpick comes out clean when stuck in the middle. Yeah. And there it is after 55 minutes. Yeah, well, the toothpick is coming out clean. Might have overdid it. First time ever cooking in a loaf pan, so yeah. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Like, just the lighting makes the top look a bit darker than what it really is, but I mean, yeah, the edges though, the edge is a little bit on the crisp side, like the corners to be exact, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, I should have been checking it a little more often, because I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but you want to, like, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. Like, you don't want to take out, like, something you're baking too early, but you should always tend to go with the lower, like, time frame. So, for example, if, like, a box of brownies says, like, bake 34 to 38 minutes, you may want to adhere more to the 34-minute side of things. And that way you can ensure that you have, like, a soft, moist, baked good. Plus, not to mention, if something's undercooked, it's way easier to salvage that. You just pop it back in the oven. As opposed to something that's overcooked, it's just fucked. But yeah, I think I did get it out in the nick of time, and it'll probably, like, the middle will still be amazing, but the absolute edges, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna let this cool for about 10 minutes and then invert it onto a wire rack, which I don't have one, so I'll just be using, like, the little roasting tray rack thing that I had bought for the like, wings that I did way back when. Alrighty. Okay, so it's on the roasting rack. I know it's ghetto, I'm sorry. But yeah, I did, like, do off one of the little burnt corners, and even then it wasn't, like, charcoal. It was, like, still soft cake. Like, just look, I mean, it was a little on the crunchy side, but, like, it wasn't carbon. So yeah, I'm gonna let it sit here to fully chill, and wait, not even chill, cool. What am I even talking about? Oh god, okay. But yeah, you know, let it, like, completely cool, and yeah, I'll be making the glaze when it's, like, cool. So maybe about, like, 15-20 minutes or so. Oh boy. Alright, it's glaze time. Adding half a cup of powdered sugar to small bowl. Okay. And I'm mixing in 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Yep, there is going to be a seed or two in there, but it's fine. Those can easily be gotten out with a fork. Now to whisk this up. And there's what it looks like drizzled on. Didn't show the intermediate step of the glaze in the bowl because I wanted to hurry up and get it on the cake while it was still drizzleable. Yeah, it looks pretty dang good. Also, my voice sounds weird because I just ate the rest of the lemon. Oh boy, it was sour, but good. So yeah, there's the cake. And as Kay would say, and now for the test. Okay, that cake good as hell. Yeah, despite my concerns about the outside, the inside is nice and soft. Like, really good lemon pound cake. The glaze, it could have been a bit better. Usually I use like this real lemon juice. It's like a more concentrated lemon flavor, as opposed to, like, getting it straight out from the lemon. But it's still pretty dang good. So yeah, thumbs up. Second cake I've ever made on my own now. First being that poke cake, and now this. So yeah, Afro Man, I hope I did you proud. And yeah, Cap's special lemon pound cake. There we go. So yeah, thumbs up. Good recipe. And yeah, I will see you all later. Goodbye.